You can look at the other options available. So you can hit on show more options and you can put an ad set spend limit. So this option is available in campaign based optimization or campaign budget optimization. This is there because if you have multiple ad sets, say you have about 4 ad sets, and with campaign budget optimization, only 2 of them are spending most of your budget, but you want the other 2 as well to spend at least some amounts. So here what you can do is you can put a spend limit per ad set. So you can say that I want this ad set to spend a minimum amount of say 50 rupees or 1000 rupees or whatever the number is. Or if there are ad sets that you know have a tendency to spend more, you can put a maximum cap there. You can say that out of my 100 rupees that I've allocated, I want this particular ad set to spend maximum of 50. The rest can go to the other ad sets. So you can put that specific ad set spend limits as well. For this campaign, I'm not going to put a spend limit. And here comes the major part, the core of your campaign. Which audience are you targeting? So this specific option, we don't have a one size fits all sort of an answer for this audience. So you have multiple options within Facebook as to whom do you want your ads to show. That is, who is your right target audience. So some people use their existing audience lists, that is people who visited their website or interacted with their business. But some people use an interest-based targeting or a lookalike targeting or just a geography-based targeting. Some people even use an open targeting. So open targeting essentially means that you are not providing Facebook any audience whatsoever. You're just placing the ad there. I'm not putting any sort of a targeting, but Facebook itself identifies who is the right customer for my business. So this as well is something that has worked for many people using an open targeting. That is, don't enter anything in your audiences. That is, you don't put an interest based or a lookalike, not even an existing customer base, and Facebook itself identifies who is your right customer. But this is mostly used for identifying prospective customers, that is new customers. But for this video, we will see how we can tap into the different audience types. So here you can see that you can enter, if you have an audience list, you can enter that is an Instagram audience, that is someone who has engaged with my Instagram platform. You can also exclude certain people. So this mostly is useful if you have a certain audience list created. If you have audiences created on Facebook audiences, you will have these populate over here. So if you created a website visitor audience or an add to cart audience, it will pop up here, with which you can create a lookalike audience. You can even exclude people who have already interacted with your business if you are looking at targeting a new bunch of folks. So here, coming to locations, you can target specific countries, cities. You can exclude them as well. So I can click on exclude. So I can say that exclude, say, Bengaluru, or you can exclude top cities. So you can decide. Probably you want to target only the tier 2 cities or the small towns in India, not the top metros. Then you can use this targeting, or you can include just that particular city. So that is for you to decide which location works best for you. So for now, let's just keep it as India. You can include, exclude how many other locations that you have in mind. And if you want to actually add them in bulk, you have an option here as well. So you can even put postal codes that you can enter in bulk. So that is for you to decide which location you want to target, and post that you can go ahead and target them. Here you can select on the age group based targeting. That is from 13 to 65 plus. You can choose which audience works best for you. You can choose the gender. And if you have any detailed targeting options in mind, you can definitely use them. So for this ad set, like I said, we are using a digital marketing interest-based audience. So if I had an audience list created, that is, if I had an audience list created here of existing purchases. So if I can create a Facebook audience saying that these are the people who already purchased digital marketing course from me, I can create a lookalike audience of the purchases here. So this will populate right here, and I can identify and look at that audience set. So creating a lookalike audience can be created here also. So as of now, I just have I just have a few audiences that I have in place. So I'm just going to show you a test. So this is some audience that I created long back. So if you want to create a lookalike of an audience that you have already, so here you can see that you can create a lookalike of one person. So this means that this is the closest audience to your existing purchaser. So this means that it's a 4.4 million audience that you are looking at. If you want to widen the audience base, you can create it to lookalike 2%. So you can see that this is 8 million audience. So this is not the core audience. So lookalike 1% is the top cream, that is the closest to your audience. When you broaden it, your audience base increases, but the quality sort of reduces. So you can go up to say 3% in my opinion, or you can probably separate this out to 3 chunks. So it can be lookalike 1%, lookalike 1 to 2%, and lookalike 2 to 3%. So you can see these are the audiences that will get created. So this will help you target the audience that works best for your business. So in this campaign, we are not using a lookalike audience. I'm just showing how this is actually used. But what we will do is we will use an interest-based targeting. You can look at the detailed targeting option where we will say digital marketing. I'm sure there is an interest called digital marketing. So you can see that there's a digital marketing interest. You can even browse this and actually look at the different segments within each of them. But this becomes a bit cumbersome if you're looking at each of these. This completely depends on how much time you have in hand, how much you're willing to invest in this. What I like to do is actually enter one particular core interest and then look at the suggestions. So Facebook itself understands what are the related terms to digital marketing or related interests to digital marketing. And I can select online advertising, social media marketing, content marketing, social media marketing strategy. So I know that these audiences will be interested in a digital marketing course. What you can also do is probably use just one of these interests, say digital marketing only in one ad set, and in the second ad set you can use a different interest. So it can be online advertising in a separate ad set, content marketing in a separate one, and curate communication related to that. So in a social media marketing ad set, you can probably have ad communication like, are you interested in making it big in social media? Do you want to become the next biggest social media influencer or the social media marketer? So in Facebook and across digital platforms, your conversion essentially depends on how well you communicate to the likes of the audience that you're targeting. So here what I will do is I will select digital marketing interest, and you can see the potential reach on the right side. So there is a 400 million audience base allowed here. So you can just have a look at it. So this essentially means that your detailed targeting expansion, that is, other than digital marketing, also Facebook will target other options if it is likely to increase the performance. So you can look at the potential reach without this as well. How much is the potential reach? It is much lower without detailed targeting expansion. So it's your call if you want to include detailed targeting expansion or not. I will keep it on for this campaign, and you can also select languages if there are any that you want to target. Let's look at the other options available. You can also select connection, that is someone who used your app, people similar to people who used your app. You can even exclude people who were in your business ecospace. If you want to, once you've made certain settings, say I've put a targeting option of cities, targeting option of digital marketing, whatever age group that I have in mind, I can also save this audience and put a name to it so that next time if I want to use it, I don't have to enter each specific interest, each age group, city. So I don't have to add the details next time. You can save it as a name, probably digital marketing India. So in this case, it doesn't make much sense for me to save this audience because it's very basic. It's just one interest, digital marketing, age group is broad. It's just one location, but this will be useful when you're using multiple interests, multiple cities, probably a specific age group, or like even city-based targeting. If there are multiple nuances within your targeting, then you can definitely use this and save it. So you can save it as specific cohorts, which you can use in your targeting in the future. So all you have to do is save, and you can see it in the custom audiences above. So next time you look at this, you will see custom audience. Oh, this is already used in here. That's why it's not. Yeah, you can look at Digital Marketing India. You can see that you can use this audience as is. So I'm just going to make a quick change in the start date. So this got corrected just now, and I'm going to click on next. So here I will use the Great Learning ad name. So you can use the Great Learning Digital Marketing course. And here what you'll have to do is actually link that Facebook page and Instagram account to your Facebook Ads Manager. So here I currently don't have access. So you just enter the ad name and post that. What you'll have to do is you will have to link the specific Facebook and Instagram page that you're going to promote with your Ads Manager. So I have currently linked one of my friends' photography page, and that's why this is showing up and not the Great Learning website and not the Great Learning Facebook page and Instagram page. So since this is a test campaign that will not run, we will pause it immediately. That's fine. So if you're running it for your business, make sure that you have linked your Facebook and Instagram page. So make sure that your Facebook and Insta page shows up in these parts of the ad settings. And here on the right side, you can look at a preview. You can see what your ad looks like on the right side. This place essentially shows what your ad looks like. So here, what I'm going to do is we have entered the ad name, Facebook and Instagram account, and post that. Here comes the ad setting. So you will just have to select. You don't have to click on any of this. You just have to select, is it a single image or video? Is it a carousel or is it a collection? So I will go ahead and select a single image, and I will turn on preview. And what I will do is I will add an images. So let's see if we can use this image. So this image sort of fits. So this is what